These are some of my favorite accessories in my home lab, and the best part about them is that none of them cost more than $100. That's right, in a world where cringe YouTubers want to flex all the expensive stuff they got for free, I'm here to show you a few things that are actually affordable and hella useful. Let's check it out.
All right, so y'all know we are at Micro Center. Obviously, they have what I want, because otherwise, why would I be here? But they are the sponsor. They've been a long-running sponsor, and I just love the place. The first one on our stop, my guess is right about here. Okay, first thing, USB-C to 2.5 gigabit adapter, $35.99 right now. So what this allows you to do is add 2.5 gig networking to pretty much any machine, PC, server. 2.5 I think is the new standard, where it used to be 1 gig. I think 2.5 is where we want to be these days. And some machines, especially older ones, don't have 2.5 gig built in. If you have USB 3, you can use this. Add 2.5 gig to any machine. And you don't need to tie this in to a switch or anything. You could tie this in directly to another system by connecting it directly with a Cat6 cable, Cat5 cable, Ethernet cable, and setting up static IPs on both ends to where they can talk directly to each other. You don't even have to go through a switch. So if both machines have 2.5 gig, you get 2.5 gig directly. So put that on the list. And actually, now that we're over here, I see one of my favorite devices. I love these. Just under our $100 target, $99.99. But this is the GL.iNet Comet Remote KVM, and these are fantastic. I have these set up all around the house. What this is a KVM. It stands for keyboard, video, mouse, and the remote part is KVM over IP, meaning that you can plug this into any machine and connect to it over a browser using its IP address. Because in the server world, you have something called IPMI, which lets you do that natively built in, but a lot of older stuff and consumer grade stuff doesn't have this. So set it up with your Mac Mini that you're running as a server. Set it up with your NAS that you're running as a server. Set it up with anything. I have these all over the place. I have one connected to my work machine, which is great because I can sit anywhere and connect to my work laptop from anywhere. It's great. Okay, the next thing on our list is another USB-C device. And initially I was gonna go with the dual bay NVMe M.2 version, but that's $60, and for $10 more, you get pretty much the same thing, but with a built-in 3.5-inch bay. So we may just go with that, because why not, for $10 more. But the gist of this is that it lets you easily connect drives to any workstation or any system without having to plug them directly into your motherboard or open the chassis and plug them in. These have saved my butt so many times when trying to see what's on a drive, especially M.2 drives, because those are a pain to set up. So if you want to do it quick and dirty and clear it out, or just see what's on it, these things are fantastic. I use these all the time. Okay, next is a Shelly, what's the exact? Smart Plug Gen 4. These are great, and they are, I believe, $25, $30. But these are great. What it does is allows you to power a device, not only monitor its power, but control it as well. So you don't need Wake on LAN. With the KVM we talked about, you could have remote access to everything, and you can control its power and see how much power it's using with just one of these. And if you want to go with the Shelly ecosystem, they also have a whole bunch of other sensors and devices. No complaints. Turns your devices on and off, lets you see how much electricity you're wasting on your home lab. Fantastic. Okay, I just stumbled upon the aisle of what I think is the single most useful and important piece of hardware in this video, and that is a UPS, not the delivery service. So there's a bunch of them, but these are fantastic. I have 3 in my rack, 1 in the closet with other networking gear, 1 in my backup rack, 1 in my test rack. The one I'm looking for is, oh gosh, APS-C or is it CyberPower? Which one? Okay, here's the one I want. But it's this guy right here, on sale for $80. It gives you, I believe, 7 ports with battery backup. So the big thing about these is that not only is it a surge protector, but it's a battery backup for any device you plug into it. Sometimes we have intermittent power issues where it'll blip on and off very quickly. These protect against that. So obviously plug your servers into it, plug your main computer into it, plug your 3D printer into it, plug whatever you want into it, because there's nothing more annoying than a little power blip just taking everything out and you having to restart it. So yeah, get one of these, throw them everywhere. Actually, don't get one of these. Get a few of these, put them all over the house. I gotta find my basket. I don't remember where I put it. Oh, and I'm testing out this new DJI Osmo Nano with the mic that you can probably see on my shirt. So let me know what y'all think. Hopefully it sounds decent. Hopefully it looks decent. I legitimately don't know. This is the first time I'm actually using it. Nailed it. I was actually about to walk up to the front because that's where I thought these were, but I literally just walked past. The last official item on the list, which is the iFixit Mako. You need one of these. $40. It is well worth it. It's a screwdriver set that has all the necessary bits that you'll need. And you may be thinking, oh, I don't need that many. I use a Phillips and that's it. Yeah, 95% of the time, you'll use the most generic bits ever. 4% of the time, you'll use a couple of strange ones, but that 1% of the time where you need something super goofy and you don't have it, you're gonna be annoyed. So spend $40, get this, you will not regret it. I think I have like 2 of them, but now I have 3. Awesome, awesome piece of hardware to add to your, are we calling this home lab? Tech lab, tech house, your possessions, whatever. Okay, now's the fun part. Now I'm actually just gonna walk around and find some honorable mentions. And I have somehow stumbled into the Raspberry Pi SBC aisle. So if you're a tinkerer, this is where you'll be. I don't think they keep the actual SBCs here. Oh, some of them are locked up. Here you go. I don't know. I've talked about other videos of SBCs versus mini PCs, and I'm not going to go into that in this video. But yeah, remember how we were talking about KVMs before? Well, here's your regular KVM. So this is not the IP version. So this is the physical one where if you have 2 machines, but 1 monitor and 1 set of peripherals, you can switch between those. Now they have 2 versions and 4 versions. Those are great, but for remote access, the IP version is what you want. Okay, we definitely need this. Surge protector with RGB. I'm kidding.
The last few are even cheaper and come in under $20. And the first is, I couldn't fit it on the desk, is this test bench. I went years without one of these before dropping the $18 to get one, and man, it's just so useful. Being able to test those goofy Chinese motherboards that you get, quickly swap out hardware like GPUs, NVMe drives, and RAM, it's just so convenient. And next, I'm gonna put this down. Next is this infrared thermometer, which lets you find hotspots on your hardware and actually measure them instead of just using your hand and deciding if it's hot. Again, for under $20, it's well worth it. And I know they have those thermal versions out there if you want to splurge a bit, and even ones that connect to your phone, but those can be a bit pricey. And this thing works perfectly fine. Plus, it's got a laser. So yeah. And last, but certainly not least, is rack studs. If you have a server rack, get these. They make mounting gear in your rack so much easier than using cage nuts. And I still use cage nuts in some places for the aesthetic, but rack studs are the play for most of the time, and your fingertips will thank you. Trust me. Anyway, those are some of my most used, most affordable items in my home lab, and some you may already have, some you may not want at all, and that's fine. Let me know down below what some of your most used home lab items are, and I'll just spend some more money because I guess that's what I do. I want to give a huge shout out to my YouTube members and my Patreons. You guys are my home lab tool that I use every day and only costs about $3.50. Y'all are efficient. And if you're still watching, you're an RTX Pro 6000. Thank you so much, and I'll see you in the next one.